Now let me start off by saying that it's not the professor's fault that she's old. I will begin by saying this isn't one of my professors. Since I had a gigantic gap in my day today, I decided to sit in on one of my friend's communication lectures, and I don't like our professor at all. You know, when you're in that big class and the only thing more annoying than the kid that's picking on everything that the professor is saying incorrectly is that the professor is saying things incorrectly. Now, she went on talking about the importance of the internet and everything and blah blah blah, and somebody mentioned YouTube. And she replied, and I quote, "YouTube is a central hub for movie trailers and kitten videos." I wanted to punch the wall. So even though it wasn't even my class, I raised my hand. And she called on me. And I said, isn't it true that a lot of people get information from YouTube? Like from social media websites like YouTube and Twitter and even Facebook now? People get important information about what's going on in the world and things for their daily life. And she proceeded to respond that YouTube is like the Wikipedia of broadcast journalism, where that if you wanted to learn something, you would turn on the local news network. Oh, thankfully I don't have this professor, or I probably would have dropped the class right then and there. Because most all of you know, YouTube is not just a place for movie trailers and kittens anymore since like 2005, 2006. YouTube used to be known as that. But I mean, if you're teaching communication, learn about like how important communication through YouTube is. Even if I wasn't talking about the news, even if I wasn't, you know, I could be talking about anything and it would still be information, even if it's false. In this day and age, YouTube is one of the most fundamental news outlets for disseminating information to people. People talk about the internet and how it's a global village and how you can send information from one place to another tens of thousands of miles away. Doesn't matter about time zones, doesn't matter about how long it's going to take to get there. It can be immediate. And somebody in Brazil could get a message from me if they're awake and on their computer. Besides the point. Oh, I'm getting ranty. Oh. Up until the late 1800s, information could only travel as fast as a horse and buggy or a train, or as fast as the transportation could allow. That's how fast your information went. And then the telegraph was invented, and then the telephone was invented, and then radio and TV, and the internet literally changed every way we get information nowadays. Most people can pull out their phone and get the news or the weather or tweets from their friends, updates, Facebook, the news. After almost every news broadcast nowadays, they tell you to go to their website because they have more footage for you to watch, because they know that everything is digital. Television, phone, internet, most everything is digital. It's socially liberating, it's politically liberating. It could be politically threatening. If some politician says one stupid thing, it's all across the internet. Welcome to the internet, Sarah Palin. This is where most of the people looked at your quotes and said, wow. Wow. What? I don't understand, Miss Palin. And all this was going through my head as that stupid professor was telling me that YouTube was only for movie trailers and cats. So I got up and I left. And before I closed the door, I heard her say something about me dropping the class or something. Good, I wasn't even in your class, Miss Professor Lady, and I feel really bad for my friend. Really, my whole thing is that if you're gonna teach something, know all aspects about it. But I am super digging this room. It's like, what time is it? It's like 9 something, and this is good lighting. This is just the lighting from above. And I mean, it looks like if there was nothing on the wall, it would look like I was in heaven or whatnot. But, question for you guys, how do you mainly get your daily dose of information? Do you go on the internet? Do you go on the news websites? Do you go on YouTube? Do you just follow news networks on Twitter? Do you watch TV? Archaic. Who watches TV anymore? I watch all my TV on the internet. Completely legal, of course.